Hello and welcome. My screen name is Covert Muffin, and today I am joined by Richard in order to bring you another match in the Ori and the Blind Forest Randomizer tournament. Richard, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Covert. We have got a very good match today. With Chicken Supreme versus Declan Gecko, whose Twitch ID here you can see a little bit more than just Declan Gecko.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one too. It's very interesting because usually when you think of bracket play, you try and set them up in denominations of 8. So it goes like 4, 8, 16. However, we had more submissions than we had first slots. So we have to do this preliminary round. We seeded players by doing a free-for-all before the tournament started, and it just so happens that today Chicken Supreme has to face off Gecko in order to make it into this round of 16 bracket.
Yep, and an interesting fact about the free-for-all, actually. So Chicken Supreme ringing in the free-for-all at 1 hour and 5 minutes and 43 seconds. Declan Gecko and one other player, Salandriel, did not actually submit a time for the free-for-all. So that's why both of them were seeded last. So you can see Salandriel's Twitch name, Salandriel, up top against Terra. So both of those players actually didn't submit time. So it's actually the fact that they're kind of a mysterious factor here, and we don't know exactly where their skill is at right now.
Yeah, and like not just this, but these players have actually played together because this is, of course, a singles match, but the tournament is also featuring a doubles bracket as well, and Declan and Chicken Supreme just so happen to be on the same doubles team. So we have some juicy drama going on here.
Yeah, this is going to be the second team kill that we've had. Can you tell us a little bit about that first team kill that we had?
Yeah, sure. So the first match of the tournament for the single elimination bracket was me versus ELO Jiminy. And we just also so happened to be on the same team. However, we both got seated directly in the middle of the bracket, and so those middle 2 slots end up facing each other. So as you can see here, I was ranked 9th in the free-for-all, and ELO was ranked 8th. But somehow I was able to reign supreme, and so we'll carry on the Team Forlorn fiery passion throughout the icy caverns of the rest of this bracket.
And you have reigned supreme, and now we will see Chicken Supreme here.
Oh!
So we will see how this match goes. Hopefully, we've run into a couple technical issues. We're going to try to get those resolved for everyone. Get this underway as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting because it's very interesting with the randomizer tournament because a lot of the members of the Ori community haven't really had too much experience with the randomizer itself. And so that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not skilled speedrunners, because if we look at the leaderboards, we'll see many of the top tier speedrunners in the community actually coming out to help participate and compete in this tournament. However, there are also people such as like Mad Insane and Rory Rye and Meldon who may not necessarily have like a top 5 time on the leaderboard, but they are also some of the scariest randomizer opponents you may come up against just because of their sheer knowledge base and routing decisions that they'll make throughout. So the match tonight is going to be very fascinating. Just so happens that... Oh, sorry, go on, Richard.
No, so just... When you say the leaderboard, you mean the all skills leaderboard. It's kind of like the standard category for this game, but it's a good measure of technical ability. But Randomizer has a lot more thought process going on in routing decisions and being able to figure out what did you miss, as we may have seen in your race against Elo, where Elo missed a significant dash keystone.
Yeah, exactly. And I was actually like insanely close to doing a really silly and hard trick. But I ended up messing it up and getting dashed a little bit later when I backtracked for it. But that's just how the randomizer goes. But that being said, this brings up an interesting point of what exactly is a randomizer. So Sigmason went about developing a mod for the Ori and the Blind Forest game that causes every single skill and every single unique pickup throughout the game to be thrown into a pool of items and then randomly distributed around the map. So this means you might visit a skill tree, but instead of collecting dash, you might find the notorious 1 EXP pickup instead. However, you could also get the opener 15 experience pickup and just so happen to stumble across Charge Jump, allowing you to scale to heights that would normally not be required of you in a normal playthrough of the game. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the pickups, but it looks like we have the game screens up and our runners are about to get into this race.
Yep, we're going to start very shortly, and as we wait for these players to ready up, I just want to point at the bottom of the screen below each of the player videos. We have this tracker that was made by Meldon Tarragon, which will display all the skills, the skill trees, and world events, as well as map stones for view, so that we're able to kind of see how each player is progressing as they pick up everything around the map.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good point, Richard. And so you'll notice those tiny little icons on the outside of those big circles, and those are the skill trees. Looks like we have a keystone for the first pickup. This means that left glades will most likely be opened up right at the beginning of the run to get past that 2-key door that leads down to wall jump tree. And then this energy cell is always an energy cell, because Sigma is not too cruel to force people to do the start of the game without the capability of saving.
Yep, and we're going to see both of these players get this bottom XP orb here. We're going to see something after they get Spirit Flame at this location, as you can see on the tracker. They're going to be using Alt-R to go back to the beginning. And can you explain a little bit about that mechanic?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So there are a bunch of extra keyboard commands that are not featured in the original game, but are in this modded system. Alt-R causes you to teleport back to the starting area. And this was implemented in because it's actually pretty easy to soft lock, which means you get stuck in a certain position that you cannot get out of and to continue to progress with the game. So Sigma added in this command to allow you to teleport out. Just so happens that it's also very useful for covering distances back to the beginning if you have to backtrack. But yeah, it looks like a pretty scary opener with 3 keystones and no early pickup for a skill. So we'll see what this last keystone, 45 experience. So this is going to allow our fellow combatants to...
More keystones here.
Oh my goodness. To spend an ability point if they so desire. But we'll see what happens. So now not only do they get past that first 2-key door, but they also have enough keystones to get into the left side of Glades, leading up to that 4-key door to get to the Hollow Groves teleporter.
And so now this is limit keys. And as you know, the doubles tournament is played on shards. Can you explain limit keys?
Yeah, absolutely. So limit keys basically takes 2 required events for us to come across in order to finish the game. Because the category that we speedrun with the restriction of requiring ourselves to visit every single skill tree before we do the final escape to cue the credits. So that being said, in order to get to every single skill tree and get to the final escape, we need 2 very important keys, which are Water Vein, which you normally get from Moon Grotto, and Sunstone, which you normally get on the top of Sorrow Pass, because Water Vein opens up Ginso Tree, which leads to the Bash Tree, and then Sunstone, of course, unlocks Mount Horu, allowing you access the final escape. And so in the randomizer, with the logic, those can pretty much land just in very, very, very many different places. So for the tournament, in order to increase consistency, shards and limit keys were developed in order to help. Limit keys says that Water Vein and the Sunstone can only be either at skill trees or at locations where you unlock major events. So this includes every single major escape, including Forlorn and Ginso Escape, as well as each of the major events where you normally find Gumon Seal, Water Vein, or Sunstone. And then Gumon Seal is thrown in there for good measure as well. Yeah.
Right, so we saw both of these players at the wall jump tree getting a map stone, and so we're probably going to be seeing these people go back down to the map stone. As you can tell They had to altar there because they couldn't make it out.
Yeah, this is a really bizarre seed where we see our runners not actually having any way to traverse vertically at all. No wall jump, no climb, no charge jump, no bash grenade. And so because of this, they actually had to alt-R out of wall jump because they had no way to climb back up. So there definitely should be something at this map zone because they've pretty much covered every other...
Wall jump.
There it is. Wall jump! Oh my goodness.
Alright, so this is just a very vanilla seed right now, it seems like.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see where each of our runners go. It looks like they're both heading to the same place. They're going to clear out this area with a block puzzle in the early game, right above wall jump tree. They can also head up past that 2-key door because they got so many keystones in order to check a high density of pickups up there. Or they could just head into Blackroot's burrows. But it looks like they want to clear out a little bit more before heading into BRB, which I think is a pretty smart decision.
Yeah, it looks like we look like Chicken Supreme actually got rekindled the save there. Gecko is gonna have to be a little bit careful here, drag the rock a little bit over. He can't take the damage boost up since he's only at 1 health.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's going to cost him a little bit of time. Now we see Chicken Supreme getting a little bit ahead, and clean water is found at that map zone location. That's pretty awesome. Wow. Oh, that's spooky.
Yep, so now having clean water, it really doesn't affect them right now because they can't kind of access the right area after the beginning of the game yet, and so they're still going to just have to traverse left blades here.
Oh, this is interesting. So normally that energy cell right beside wall jump tree, you're always going to be able to climb up there and get that that energy cell. However, it looks like Gecko is deciding to skip that energy cell, but Chicken Supreme went and picked it up and found a keystone. So here, Chicken Supreme has a little bit of an advantage.
Gecko with grenade.
Oh, that is a really nice pickup. Oh my goodness, all these routing choices are really fascinating. But yeah, Chicken Supreme has a little bit of information there at that energy cell that Gecko doesn't have. But now, of course, Gecko has the advantage of having Grenade, which allows him to destroy blue walls as well as petrified plants, where items can actually be hidden in the randomizer itself. So that's a really important early pickup from Gecko.
Yep. Gecko getting hit over here at the LO key.
the LO memorial. Keystone. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yep, and we see Chicken Supreme going through BRB. BRB is really scary because there's lots of things that can kill you pretty quickly, especially only on 3 health. And the platforming can be slightly difficult. And only having wall jump as a means of transportation is tricky. But now we see Chicken going for a difficult jump where he's trying to jump on very specific portions of this wall in order to get access to this orb. Oh. All right, he's going to pick up the orb to open the wall, and
making it through.
It's a keystone.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, having wall jump in Blackroot burrows, Chicken Supreme is a relatively experienced all-skills runner with a 36 in the category. So wow. I think he's used to this early movement in BRB. Shouldn't have too many issues.
Yeah, that's a good point. All skills are kind of jaded by the fact that BRB is a huge run killer, and it happens like just before like the 8-9 minute mark. Oftentimes 7 for more experienced runners. So it can be very devastating. Oh,
Gecko getting dash.
Oh, dash. Because of going into left glades early, getting grenade is going to get him dash. And so this is exactly what Gecko needs in order to be able to extend the lead ahead of Chicken Supreme if he's able to utilize the skill. Oh, man.
Yeah, then as he goes to Charge Flame Tree here, we'll see if he gets anything useful. Getting a keystone, it looked like. As Chicken here, still kind of just traversing through BRB.
Oh yeah, it looks like Chicken's looking to try and open this door with the orb down here before activating lights. Oh no. Oh no, there we go. It was just going back up for that pickup.
And so this is actually pretty exciting for Gecko here. Looks like Gecko going to be going back down.
Yeah, this is great. like, it not only does dash allow you to get through areas horizontally really fast, but it also minimizes the amount of time that you have to backtrack for these this energy cell at wall jump tree. So this is like a really powerful play, just finding dash this early and then covering all of his bases before progressing with the logic.
Yeah, it's really a good move by Gecko2 to make sure that he cleared out the wall jump area, because that is an area that if you just forget that you missed a single drop, it could be a very important drop that you missed. So very heads up play from Gecko, making sure that he's able to get through that and kind of make sure that no stone is left unturned.
Yeah, Richard, I really like that point, because with this randomizer, there's something known as logic. And this, of course, doesn't mean that the randomizer is fully aware and conscious of its actions, but rather that there are certain skills that are required in order to reach certain areas. Because this is a Metroidvania, which means you're expected to get a list of skills in order to get access to certain locations. So because of this, there's a logic in place that stops us from getting stuck in the randomizer. So literally, it is almost impossible, very, very close to impossible, to ever get hard locked out of a randomizer because of this logic. And so checking all of these pickups could be expected by the logic in order to progress. So really smart move from Gecko in order to just clear out the early areas. Really awesome.
And so we see a very minor glitch here from Chicken Supreme, making the wall on the right side here go up. So you save and rekindle next to the lever, and then you're able to die and then go all the way across. Usually you need to have dash, and actually, as the logic requires for this, Gecko has dash, so it's possible that you could do that, but Chicken going this way, as Gecko is making his way through BRB as well. And you can kind of just tell with dash being able to traverse through all these areas pretty quickly. Gecko's just doing pretty well here.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because it looks like the keystone counts are pretty low for both of our players. Of course, Chicken Supreme not opening that 2-key door yet where Grenade was hidden. Like you said, Richard, it's very, very possible something's going to be here. An energy cell. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be 4 energy now for Chicken Supreme. So that is going to open up the Moon Grotto. Oh no, was that mega energy? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Get a mega energy earlier.
Okay, interesting. So it'll be really cool to see where the logics are going to take our players next.
Yep, and then so we're going to see Gecko here kind of just clear his way through. With dash, it's very easy to get that map stone all the way on the right side.
Yeah, exactly. And now it looks like Chicken Supreme is going to be doing a bit of that backtracking that Gecko had actually already done. Oh, yeah. Okay. And is going to find another keystone. So this is going to get him access to the Hollow Grove teleporter.
Yep, and that's going to open up a lot of pickups for him, since that area is...
Yeah, because we know he's
dense.
going to... Yeah, because we know he's going to find Grenade when he is going to head in that direction. And then we also know that Grenade also led to dash right by the charge jump tree. So it'll be interesting to see how long it's going to take Chicken Supreme to pick up dash, if he even gets it at all. And this is going to just further the lead for Gecko, or allow him to catch up, as he's already scoured a lot of these backup pickups.
Yeah, it looks like Gecko trying to clear out a couple of these XP orbs and BRB here.
Oh yeah. Jumping up here to pick up a Mega Energy. It's going to be interesting because what Mega Energy does is it's another modded pickup that allows our runners to get a temporary energy boost. And this allows you to go above the maximum cap of energy. However, once you spend that energy, it goes away and is no longer refunded. So that being said, we could see a potential sequence break here from Gecko opening that 4 energy door. However, of course, because he does have Grenade, he actually does have access to Moon Grotto if he snakes all the way along the top. So very interesting to see what Gecko is going to do. But no, it looks like he's going to head to the left and not take the sequence break at the 4 energy door.
Yeah, it looks like he might actually be going up to where Chicken Supreme is. So, if you were in the situation that Gecko's in and you got that Mega Energy, would you decide to go right instead of left there?
You know, it's interesting that you asked that because usually if I do get the Mega Energy, I go back and open the door, and then based on the abilities I have, I decide whether or not to sequence break. Like if Gecko had Bash here on top of Grenade, I absolutely would sequence break because that just allows you so much mobility and guarantees that you can like clear all of Moon Grotto out, except for maybe the 4 energy door at the bottom.
Yeah, and now we see Chicken here opening the 4 keystone door. Gonna be heading over to this teleporter.
Yeah, picking up this teleporter is really nice because it gets us access to Valley a little bit quicker later on when we teleport back. So I definitely like that Chicken Supreme is not doing a trick known as a save anywhere in order to glitch out the cutscene. Because if you use the save anywhere here, what ends up happening is the teleporter cannot be unlocked. So smart move by Chicken here to watch a little bit of cutscene.
Gecko here, just going to be clearing out a couple of different items over here on the left side near Valley, but unfortunately not going to be able to go any further, so going to have to go more on the right side of the map.
Yeah, really nice pickup there of the Spirit Flame upgrade, which actually increases the damage of Spirit Flame, which is your normal generic attack, and then it also allows you to split between another target. Alright, so Chicken Supreme's going to charge Jump Tree, and we know that Dash is down there at the pickup right behind that blue wall. So fingers crossed that Chicken Supreme decides to go check that as well. I'm pretty sure he is because he destroyed that wall, bridging the gap between those two locations. And
yep, looks like Chicken's going to be heading there.
Oh, yes! Okay, there's the flower.
Alright, and here you go.
Oh no! Oh no, he's going back.
Oh my god, where's he going? Oh no, it's fine. He's just going up here. No, it's fine. It's fine. He's just gonna pull this lever and he's gonna head down.
Don't do this.
He's not going to be playing with your heart. Don't worry.
Oh god.
And we actually see Gecko here with Dash pulling the lever at pretty much the same time. Okay, there we go.
Oh yes. All right. So Chicken's gonna see Dash here, and so something is interesting here, Richard. Do you think that Chicken is wondering, oh no, Gecko probably got Light Grenade early and found Dash? You think Chicken thinks he's behind, ahead, or maybe tied?
I think in terms of a randomizer, it's really hard to, especially when you're not watching your opponent, it's hard to gauge, and you can really only just have the mindset of, I'm going to play the best that I can, and try to finish the seed as fast as possible. As you can see here, Chicken just making sure, like Gecko was earlier, just to make sure that you don't miss any drops. So Chicken, now with the ability to dash around the map, going to be clearing out a couple of these drops and then just teleporting back, as you can see.
Yeah, I do like this decision from Chicken to backtrack and just be extra sure that he's gotten everything. Light Grenade is a really tricky pickup because it opens up a lot of locations that you normally don't really consider in the early game. Especially with Clean Water, it opens up so much of the map, especially in the immediate area. So really nice decision making here from Chicken, just to make sure that he's not going to skip something that the logic expects him to do.
Yep, and Gecko here, getting into the 5th energy cell area with health regeneration. Do you want to talk a little bit about regeneration in the randomizer?
Yeah, sure. So regeneration is another pickup that was added with the modded status of the game. What this basically does is it causes you to slowly regenerate health over time. So you can get things like 1/100th of a health, or 2/100ths of a health, or 1/10 of a health, even though that normally in the game that's not something they would expect to have happen. So it's very funny. And the first time you get health regen, it's kind of nice because it actually acts as an extra health cell immediately. Because, of course, after you take damage, you're above 0 health. Ooh, 3rd energy cell from that map stone turn in from Gecko. That's going to be pretty nice. Getting this much energy this early is nice. It can be really rough if you're stuck on that 1 energy for too long.
It's definitely important, not only for safety saves, but just being able to, make sure that you can get through certain doors. And want to make sure that you have as much energy as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Because a huge time loss mechanic in the randomizer itself is the capability to actually not be able to have access to a pickup early on and have to backtrack in order to find it. So if you just miss that 4th energy cell, you have to spend a minute backtracking to that 4 energy door later on where a necessary pickup could be.
Looks like Gecko didn't pull out the rock far enough, it looks like.
Oh, God.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't pull the rock out far enough.
Oh, no, and he's under 2 health. Oh,
okay, no, it's fine. It's kind of funny. It seems like both of these players have gone to the same spots. Gecko's got 4 health. Chicken Supreme. Did he get a mega health? I don't think he did. Did he?
Yep. Yeah, he found a mega health.
Okay, he did. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it happened when he was backtracking and it was under that light grenade.
Yeah.
Opener in the water. Yeah.
Chicken Supreme getting 52 experience here. So a map is. I believe he's a mapstone behind, right?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be 1 mapstone behind, which is a little bit too bad, but that'll be a nice surprise for him once he's able to uncover that next mapstone and then be able to get that 3rd energy, just like Gecko has.
Looks like we see a little bit of a divergence here. We're seeing Chicken Supreme gonna want to clear out a little bit of Horror Fields, trying to dodge that enemy there, it looked like.
Oh, it looks like we have a message coming from the truck. Thank you guys so much. It looks like both of them are at 2 energy. It looks like Chicken Supreme's actually a mapstone ahead of Gecko.
Yeah. Gecko just got Bash, so has Bash Grenade right now. So this is big. This opens up a lot of movement and map for Gecko, and unfortunately it's going to be just a little bit of time until Chicken gets there.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and look at that, another energy cell, so that when Gecko turns in that mapstone to be tied on mapstones, once again, he's going to be able to have another energy cell at his disposal. That is very, very nice. Oh, wait, no, never mind, I take it all back. Just ignore me. That's okay. We're good. Yeah, it's going to be EXP. Thank you guys from the truck. Bash is it's very interesting to see, Richard. It seems like Gecko is just barely ahead of finding those major pickups. Let's see if Chicken Supreme's going to pick a similar routing decision. And it looks like he is, so he should be able to stumble upon Bash himself.
Yeah, and so we saw Chicken Supreme not having any trouble with the rock there. So when Gecko had a little bit of trouble there, that might just be a testament to his inexperience in kind of the finer movements in Ori, because Ori is a very precise game. There are a lot of those very small movements that if you haven't played a lot of Ori, like you might just, run into a couple snags here and there. As we see Gecko getting hit by the lasers, and he actually goes pretty far back.
No. Yeah, he's going to be set back far, but right before he got set back, it actually looks like he found charge jump. And so with that, when he goes back, he's going to be able to pick that up. This seed is insane. They're giving them so much of these vital skills that make the rest of the run a lot easier. And there it is. He picks charge jump back up, and he's going to be progressing, skipping over that trigger to activate the lasers this time.
Yep, next time around, going to be a little bit nicer. Chicken Supreme now picking up Bash. And you can see that health regeneration coming in handy for Chicken there. So he has less than a health left.
Yeah, that is really nice. And it looks like Gecko is doing some nice swag micro using that Bash grenade. You can actually throw a grenade ahead of yourself and then jump forward to Bash in order to get to areas. Like right now, for certain pickups, the game fully expects these runners to have a skill known as double jump. But one really cool thing about the randomizer is based on what skills you can get a little bit creative with how you're traversing through areas. Ooh, the 4th energy cell from Gecko, he's going to have access to all those juicy 4 energy doors now for the rest of the run.
Yep, and it looks like we'll see if he goes for the one underneath the water here as well.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because
he does have clean water. I think he does remember it.
Ooh, yes.
Nicely done. You saw that moment of hesitation when he went to the right? Not sure. Looks like it was a keystone.
Yeah. He's like, oh, is this real life or is this just fantasy?
Oh my god.
Awesome. It looks like Chicken Supreme is about to reach charge up. It's right above his head, but it looks like he's going to do a rekindle in order to skip that cutscene, stopping the lasers from entering. Is he going to go up and get charge jump, though?
Oh, wow. It actually doesn't look like it.
Oh, no! Oh, Chicken! Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Is he gonna remember at some point?
I hope so. We'll find out.
Wait, he's going back.
Oh, he's going back!
Does he know?
Yeah, Chicken just keeps playing with my emotions this way. Like, it looks like he's going to skip over it. Yeah, there he is!
Oh,
All
okay,
right,
there we go.
Sit up. Oh, my goodness.
It actually looks like that was a little bit... Oh, okay, yeah. He wanted to make sure that he got the pickup. I guess he just wanted to check what this pickup down here was at first.
Yeah, exactly. This is good. Both of our runners are playing kind of a hesitant game and just making sure that they cover all of their bases, which is really smart because the Moon Grotto area...
Play.
Yeah, exactly. Moon Grotto is a treasure trove of pickups, especially for the early/mid game. So I definitely appreciate these runners making sure not to skip something over that is going to be absolutely necessary in order to finish out our seeds. Because of course the game does expect you to have Stomp in order to get access to Valley, as well as down to Grenade Tree. Or our runners alternatively could sequence break using Bash. And if they pick up Climb, then they don't have to worry about Stomp.
Ooh, Gecko. Gecko unfortunately dying, trying to get the XP orb in left grotto over here and having to kind of traverse his way all the way back. Having to fall all the way down here. Going to be getting some of these pickups again.
Oh yeah, looks like an energy regeneration for Gecko. Just like with health regen, energy regen works the same way. So he's going to be slowly regenerating their energy, but it's not going to be as powerful as something like health regen.
Yeah, he's just had a couple of these, medium-sized deaths, I'd say, so far. And if he takes any more, it could be an even closer race than it already is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how big of a time sink dying in a randomizer can actually be, especially if you're kind of strapped for energy like these runners are. Like 4 energy is good and all, but if you spend all 4 of that energy on a 4 energy door, you end up not being able to save. And just like here, Gecko actually
you can see Gecko doesn't have enough energy.
Yeah, so he can't actually open that door. So hopefully, pickup down there isn't going to be important, or maybe...
He might just try to go farm energy somewhere. Oh! Oh, wow, that was a big death from Gecko. He's got to go through the entire left side again, doesn't he?
Yeah, just like me and Richard were talking about, this is a perfect example. Dying there yeah, that like 1 minute of work there from Gecko, he's going to have to do all.
Now, does he value the drops on the left side enough? It looks like he doesn't, actually. So maybe just cutting his losses here. Going to be just sacrificing anything from the left side to explore these new drops.
Yeah, that's a really smart point, Richard, because this just means that Gecko recognizes that he didn't find any certain vital ability or a vital pickup, like another energy cell would be nice, or even more health.
If he got a skill, maybe he would have gone back for it, but it seems like, just a little bit of XP, some keystones, and I believe energy regeneration is in there, so it's not super important.
Oh my goodness, what is this? Wow, double jump was found at Mapstone 4 from Chicken Supreme. Double jump being one of the most versatile skills in this entire speedrun, especially in a randomizer where you most likely will be starved on a skill or two, such as like glide or climb or something else. And double jump just, so nice. That Chicken Supreme must be feeling real good right now, having dash, charge jump, and double jump in his... Oh, the 1 EXP from Chicken Supreme. There's only one of those. That actually was not in the game before, and so Sigma purely wrote it in order to troll us and share the love. So thanks, Sig.
You see Chicken Supreme coming up to the water vein where Gecko was earlier. We'll see Chicken explore the left side here, so we know that there's not really much on the left side, but he doesn't know that, and Gecko now traversing his way down to the double jump tree. Going to be getting the XP orb as well. That's down. We'll see if there's anything of note there. 72 experience, better than 71 experience.
Yeah, I like this play from Gecko, deciding to not... Oh, the water vein!
Water vein! Here we go.
Yeah,
now,
Gecko must be
Gecko
happy.
has now opened up Ginso Tree to himself, and it looks like he's pretty excited about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just charge dashing all over the place, getting access to this light grenade tree, and then I'm guessing he's going to be heading back to Thornfeld Swamp in order to go into Ginso Tree. Because just like we mentioned earlier, Ginso Escape is a possibility for Sunstone, and so going to Bash Tree and doing Ginso Escape is going to be pretty smart. That'll land him next to Stomp Tree as well, because we haven't seen either of our runners go to Swamp yet with the skills that they have at their disposal.
Yeah, so we see Chicken here, going to be having 4 energy to open up this door at the bottom here. So we'll see what's actually down there and see what Gecko missed.
Oh yeah, he's checking out the Stomp Cell. Oh, but he just barely misses his grenade setup in order to get over there. He's going to head back up.
Might try for it again. We'll see.
Yeah, see if Stomp Cell has Stomp. Oh,
nice, nice. All right, there we go.
No,
bunch of XP.
65 experience, yeah.
All right. So now Chicken Supreme heading down this area in Grotto. Gonna be checking out all the pickups down here. We'll see if there's anything important as Gecko enters Ginsu.
Yeah, and remember, Richard, from earlier on, Gecko actually did not have enough energy to check this.
Ability cell and XP. All right.
Chicken could have used that in order to get a leg up and get back ahead, but I'm guessing Chicken now, after doing this section, is going to be heading over to the right side where he too will find Water Vein and join Gecko most likely in Ginso Tree.
Yep, and here we see Gecko traversing his way through the area, that getting Wind Restored. Ooh, very nice pickup there. If he gets Glide at some point, you know, this could be getting a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, you know, if I ever find Wind Restored and Glide in a seed, I always breathe a sigh of relief, because doing a trick known as Sorrow Bash, which is a sequence break we do in the All Skills route, in order to get into Sorrow without having Wind Restored unlocked. But if you have Wind Restored and Glide, you actually don't have to worry about doing that insanely difficult trick. So it can often save a good bit of time.
We're getting word from the truck that Gecko missed the Spider XP in the earlier room in Ginso, so we'll see if that comes to hurt him later on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Taking a certain teleporter route can actually cause you to miss a very vital pickup in Ginso Tree.
Yep, because typically, you know, if Gecko's been playing all skills, the route that he went is the route that you usually go, and so you do miss a singular XP pickup that way.
Yeah, and I do like Gecko's decision here to just sort of get a feel out and check all of the pickups here in Ginso Tree. It's very, very smart. Just absolutely guarantees that. Oh no! Oh, I clipped out of bounds! Oh, no. I gets back in! Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, so that teleporter there, you can actually get stuck in the wall.
Oh no! Oh no, he fell out without getting the keystone.
Oh! Alright.
Okay, it wasn't important.
Oh, alright, Chicken Supreme picking up Water Vein now, so he has access to Ginso Tree as well. Battery with 11 experience, not something I bet Gecko is hoping to find there, but that's okay. One more skill tree down, and this is going to bring him further to victory.
Yep, going to be picking up a lot of pickups here in the second half of Ginso. There are a lot of keystones and XP orbs that may have something for Gecko to utilize.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Charge Jump here, it's going to minimize how much he actually has to bashes these projectiles.
He's got 2 mega healths in a row, it looked like.
Oh no!
Not going to be super useful.
Oh yeah, it looks like... yeah. Oh no, Gecko! Alright, looks like Gecko is spending some time redirecting these shots in order to open up the 4... Oh my god, that angle actually worked! I was like, oh no! Oh man.
Everything is completely fine for Gecko here.
Yep.
Gonna be taking his save here. We'll see if Gecko remembers to go to this left energy cell here.
Uh-oh. Gecko doesn't actually have any keystones on him right now.
Oh no. That's not good.
Oh no. So there's a 4-key door, which gets you access to Ginso.
Now, will this... if he gets 1 keystone here, he can dupe some keys.
Yeah. Oh, energy cell. 2 more pickups to go.
Oh, 1 more. Nothing. Oh no! Oh, he's gotta leave. This is the opportunity that Chicken Supreme needs.
Yeah, this is huge for Chicken Supreme. If Sunstone ends up being at Ginso Escape, Gecko's gonna have to travel through the entirety of Ginso Tree again. Not only this, but if a vital pickup...
Oh, actually, let's see what Chicken Supreme gets here at this XP. Ability cell? Okay, if that was a keystone, that...
Oh no!
Like, just the
oh yeah.
terrible reminder that Gecko probably wouldn't have wanted.
Yeah, that would be like pouring lemon juice on a cut there, Richard. And that sounds painful.
Yes, that is quite painful.
That being said, also, not only this, but Ginso Escape is a treasure trove of pickups and such, so a vital skill for the continued progression of the seed.
Gecko with the 1 keystone here at the Braziel no XP.
Oh.
So gonna be able to if he doesn't want to try to find more keystones, gonna have the opportunity to just go back.
Yeah, here we go. Chicken Supreme now taking out that mini boss is going to be able to continue on and progress towards Bash. Let's see if he indeed has enough keystones. It looks like so. He's going to be able to do a trick known as key duping, which is going to allow him to generate some extra keys for free. Let's see how many times he's going to key dupe on that next energy door. Very interesting to see.
Yep.
Yeah, and here's the map zone Gecko was missing. He actually never just came down here to the Raziel No Boulder area.
All right.
And now Gecko has double jump. Yeah.
Alright, we'll see if Gecko decides to go back here, Ginso.
Yeah, you know, it'll be interesting because a good amount of the map is open to Gecko, and he always does have that decision-making either to try and get into Swamp or to go just to Valley right now, because he does have Bash, he has double jump, he has dash. He has plenty of everything he needs to actually clear out the entirety of Valley and get to those juicy spear tree.
Yeah, as we've seen kind of throughout this match too, Gecko has been, I guess you could say, a completionist, making sure that he's picking up all of those pickups in a specific area before going to the next one. So yeah, we'll see what Gecko decides to do here. Looks like he is going to go towards Swamp.
Oh yeah, I do like this decision making because after the free for all. Anyways, so before the tournament actually began, we had a player survey that we asked them to fill out for certain decisions that they're going to make for tricks and sequence breaks that the runners may attempt. And here Gecko actually did put down that he might try for a Featherless Sorrow, a Featherless Misty, as well as a Stompless Valley entrance. So it's going to be interesting to see if Gecko indeed does sequence break instead of heading back to their Ginso tree.
Yeah, it looks like Gecko trying to throw a grenade here to get this Charge Flame down.
Yeah, it looks like Chicken Supreme now is heading to the door for the 4-key door leading up to that Ginso escape. So we're going to see what he's going to do here. He's going to open the door and he's going in. He's committing. We're going to absolutely see if Sunstone indeed is at Ginso escape, as well as a list of other important potential pickups. This is intense, Richard.
Yep, and here we see Gecko going to be picking up the drops in the water here. We'll see if there's anything important from Gecko.
Yeah, and I'm getting also word from the truck that Chicken actually did not indicate that he would do a Stompless left side. So where Gecko states that he could feel comfortable enough with doing that, Chicken's actually going to look to actually fill out a bit more of the completionist in order to track down Stomp. That being said, though, we might see Chicken Supreme change his mind. Because I also said something similar, and I ended up doing something completely different. So it'll be interesting to see what decisions our runners make in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, we'll see if there's anything at this plant from Chicken as well. Ability cell.
Ability cell, alright. So it looks like now Chicken's good to go to enter that, that Ginso tree escape. Yeah, it looks like Gecko now, with that early clean water, went to also clear out on the underwater section of Swamp, but did not find anything significant. So we'll see if Chicken actually will do the same.
Chicken making sure his angle's good on the projectile, making it through.
Nice, yeah. It can be so easy to mess up the bash angle, and that projectile moves so slow, so you have to.
Especially if you're not used to doing right side.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, there are a few XP pickups in the Ginso Escape that Chicken Supreme is going to be able to get. So we'll see. If he doesn't die...
Oh, the rocket jump back up!
Beautiful.
Wow. Nice micro there from Chicken Supreme to stop himself from certain
The swag rocket jump. There's an XP there, though. Oh, Chicken! Trying to go for the swag, but you can't do that when there's a drop there for you.
Yeah. Missing the drop, then dropping the input. I like this decision, though, from Chicken Supreme, saying, nope, no, if Stomp's there, nope. So he's definitely gonna take it a little bit easier now and just make sure he covers all of his bases.
Oh, it's climb too.
Oh, wow. Chicken Supreme with climb is very nice because not only can you just mount yourself on wall and charge jump off, but you can also do a trick known as grenade jumping, which we all know and is patented by
You can save a fair amount of time at the end by grenade jumping.
And it looks ridiculously cool, which is why everybody should grenade jump everywhere.
Oh, left side there at the end. It's
oh,
Ooh, wow!
Oh, whoa!
Look at that! Chicken Supreme really excited about Glide here.
Wow, 2 big pickups from Chicken Supreme in the Ginso Escape. Oh, man. That is going to make Valley a lot easier, especially Cesaro entry and the works. Chicken Supreme.
It actually looks like, kind of with these few pickups in the Ginso Escape, Chicken Supreme's got a pretty nice lead as Gecko's, still trying to traverse around the map, unfortunately.
Gecko,
as we said earlier, having to leave Ginso Tree due to the lack of keystones.
Yeah, exactly. Gecko looks like he's looking for that one juicy skill that's going to make the left side of the map a little bit easier. Now, of course, this is a smart move, but there's also a certain point in the randomizer, Richard, where you kind of want to just say, you know what, it might take me a few tries in order to sequence break the logic. Maybe I don't have Stomp, and bashing that Frankie up there is a little bit harder. But you know what? That's probably going to take me less time than searching for Stomp to begin with. So I wonder how long Gecko is going to take before he might make that decision in order to sequence break the logic.
Yeah, and we see Chicken here going to be going up to Stomp Tree. We'll see if there's something good here. Now, thing to note, when Gecko went through the water and swamp, there wasn't anything of note from Shed in our truck. So, we'll see if Chicken Supreme decides to go that route.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what you were saying a little bit earlier, Richard. I hope Gecko heads back in and gets those skills from the Ginso Escape. Those are 2 pretty prominent skills. Of course, they don't guarantee that you're going to end up going faster, but they're definitely really nice for increasing consistency in an already shaky randomizer.
Yeah, and we see Chicken here going to be heading down into the water.
Yeah. Oh, he finds the Stomp!
Oh!
What?
Wow.
Oh,
Stomp.
no. Oh, did Gecko just miss Stomp? Oh.
I think Gecko must have missed that.
Oh no! Wow, that's huge. Chicken's set, man. All he's missing is Charge Flame, and that's
Gecko alt-hard there because he didn't have keys to go to that section of swamp.
Oh no! Oh no!
The story of the lack of keys.
Oh,
Chicken Supreme now opened up to Valley, gonna be able to make his way through.
Look at this decision-making, too, from Chicken. Chicken saying, no, I don't need any more pickups.
He doesn't need anything else for the rest of this game. What does he need? He's got every ability that he needs.
Yeah, the last thing that he needs in order to be able to finish out, of course, is collecting each skill tree, as well as picking up that Sunstone, which is going to get him that Mount Koru entrance. But we now know that Sunstone has to be on the left side of the map because both of our combatants... Oh, wait, no, neither of our combatants actually have been to Light Grenade Tree. It could be a Light Grenade Tree. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Truck is confirming that it's interesting that they're going for Valley before going to Light Grenade Tree. And also that they are stating that it is a good possibility that they may just go get the teleporter at Valley and then go back to Light Grenade Tree. Oh my goodness. We'll see what Chicken ends up doing here.
Yep, Chicken going to be getting a pickup here from Glide Tree, so to speak. Not really a tree.
Yeah, and as it turns out, also, Feather is considered to be a skill tree. So in this limit keys logic setting, this actually could have Sunstone.
Imagine Chicken's reaction if he gets that.
All right, and it's experience.
Swing and miss. Oh, but it does look like Chicken is going to be going back.
Great. I really like this decision making from Chicken. Because, of course, there are 2 more events on the left side of the map. There is the classic Gumon Seal as well as the classic Vanilla Sunstone location. But you really don't want to go out of your way to check those events until you've checked every skill tree.
Chicken wanting to really just complete this side of the map before he goes on to the left side.
Yeah. Gecko also back in Ginso Tree. This is actually going to be good. Maybe a little bit paranoid that it isn't Ginso Escape, but this Gecko is going to be pretty happy when he's going to be picking up that glide and climb skills from the Escape.
Yeah, and we'll see what Chicken gets here. It is the Sunstone, so very nice play from Chicken Supreme. Making sure to backtrack and get this Light Grenade Tree.
Oh man, it looks like Gecko failing to key dude one time. Of course, you have to have 3 keystones stuck in the door, 3 or fewer keystones stuck in the door. Then you need to die while that keystone is still in the door. There he goes. He's going to succeed this time. Now he has doubled his keystones to a count of 2, and so he's going to be able to do 2 keystones at a time instead of just 1. And then, of course, once he gets the 3rd, he can do the same with 3. But wow, this is a huge lead for Chicken Supreme.
Yeah, this is Chicken's game to lose now, as we're gonna see him go up to Sorrow.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Richard. At this point, Chicken Supreme is in something known as go mode, which means all he has to do now is just go check the skill trees. Doesn't have to do anything extra, check extra pickups. He's just good to go, grab those skill trees, and then finish the final escape. Whereas Gecko doesn't have Sunstone, doesn't have Stomp, doesn't have Glider Climb, doesn't need those, but oh man, this is a really tough position for Gecko in order to come back. We're going to need to see something on Chicken's end in order to bring Gecko back into this, most likely.
But yeah, it looks like Chicken here, having enough keystones here, doesn't need to dupe anything at all. He even took a safety save before going through the spike area, and you can just tell with the amount of health he has, didn't need to take a safety save. So just taking it super careful here is just a very important decision to make sure that he doesn't have, like, he could have taken 3 or 4 hits in the spikes, but just protecting himself against that is a very nice play when he's going through a seed like this.
Yeah, Gecko here also being extra cautious, continuing to key dude, just making sure he's going to have enough keys for the rest of the run. That can be extremely traumatizing, being short of keystones, especially in an area like Ginso Tree where it can take a bit of time in order to backtrack. So definitely a pretty smart decision here from Gecko, just to make sure that he has enough keys. Because, of course, neither of our runners are allowed to watch each other's streams to be able to check in on their progress. During the Ori All Skills tournament, you were actually allowed to look at your Twitch chat as well as your opponent's stream. But in the randomizer, we don't want them to be able to find locations of pickups that they actually themselves have not checked. So because of that, it's pretty interesting that Gecko has no idea of how far ahead Chicken is in this situation.
Yeah, now we know that Gecko did have to spend a fair chunk of minutes trying to farm a keystone so that he can make it through this door. So even just like the fact of that, having to spend many minutes trying to get that, you might know that Chicken is ahead right now, but maybe not to the margin that it actually is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here gonna be going into the final tree that he needs. Gets the Gumon Seal, not very useful for him.
Yeah, but it is the
gonna be able to make it back and go all the way to Horu.
Yeah, let's see if the team Forlorn Spirit ends up possessing him and he decides to go explore Forlorn, but that's probably unlikely. Like, yeah, he's going to Thornfell Swamp. Darn.
Teleporting to Swamp.
I mean, Forlorn
Everything that he could ever need.
Best.
We'll see if he goes for any swag grenade jumps here.
I hope so. Oh, man. That being said, it looks like, Gecko just barely missing that projectile shot. And now he has to babysit the slow projectile once again, all the way back up to the top. See,
so we saw Chicken kind of have not that much difficulty with this right side, so, you know, you can just kind of tell from, you know, Chicken's mechanics, maybe a little bit smoother than Gecko's, making sure that he's able to kind of traverse these areas and not have to lose a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this decision-making from Chicken Supreme. There's a lot of, like, really silly swag stuff you can do, but now he's just gonna dash a few times, he's gonna charge jump, he's not gonna grenade jump, he's not gonna bash the Baneling for no reason, etc., etc. He's just gonna get on through and get into Horror Escape. And now for the one-frame door warp trick coming out.
Yep, so the average is actually 3.08 attempts at door warp, and Chicken lowering the average with a first try door warp. Beautiful play from Chicken.
Yeah, really nicely done. That trick can be very difficult, especially, look at all those double jumps to try and get up. Definitely with nerves on the line with getting into the final escape with no idea how far ahead or behind or how tied he may be. But Gecko now working his way through.
We'll see if Gecko gets the pickup here, actually.
Oh, yeah, it
looks like Gecko is going to the right. Okay, so it does get climb. And then going to be able to get glide at the clean water pickup as Chicken Supreme makes his way to the end here.
Yeah, and here we go. Chicken Supreme with all the skills he could ever want or need. No Church Flame, but no problem. You can just C-dash that wall, bash a few times, and continue to press on through.
No, we haven't seen any grenade jumps. Maybe Chicken's unfamiliar with them. We'll see if he goes for Frisk strats. His strat's a very popular strat here.
Oh, no!
No, okay. He does
he's going for it. Oh, he almost spawned Kuro there. Oh, that was so close. There's an invisible trigger to spawn Kuro. But of course he missed it, and now he gets... Oh, yeah, he's going for the grenade jump.
Okay, yeah.
Gecko finding glide.
Nice first try grenade jump there. Chicken. Beautiful.
Yeah! GG! Chicken Supreme is going to be finishing in first place. Congratulations to Chicken. Going to be moving on to that round of 16.
With a low 50 time as well, so...
Yeah, that's pretty great. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Talking a little bit about Chicken Supreme, actually, he was kind of one of the first people involved with anything randomizer related.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to talk a little bit about the past and sort of how the randomizer evolved from the initial concept?
Yeah, so initially on November 6th, 2016, Terra21 actually messaged Sigmason about just like having the idea of an Ori randomizer. And unfortunately, so Terra attempted to do some work on a randomizer and kind of had an issue where there was the fact that you had to save and reload the game after getting a skill tree. And there weren't all randomized pickups, it was just the skill trees getting. So around March of this year, the Link to the Past randomizer tournament started up. And that was actually kind of the inspiration for the randomizer in Ori, the way it stands currently. And actually on April Fool's, Chicken Supreme released a quote-unquote randomizer, but it was what we now call the Ori Remix. Looks like Gecko getting stomped now, so going to be able to finally make his way into the left side.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does actually end up checking that grenade tree like we mentioned earlier with Chicken Supreme, or if he's going to go for the Valley entrance.
Yeah. And so, beginning of May is when Sigma actually kind of had his first iterations of this randomizer. And so, just to talk to Chicken a little bit is, he made the Ori remix. Is very difficult essentially seed where you start with charge jump first, and it had some pretty difficult things in it. So
Yeah.
he had to test all of that out, and that definitely probably affected his routing abilities, which is very helpful in a randomizer when you're trying to route out what you can do with what abilities. So bringing that skill over, translating it over to the randomizer here, it's very nicely done from Chicken, taking this victory.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting how the randomizer has this sort of balance of skill cap, where the more you know about the randomizer and the logic and how that works, you can actually save a lot of time that way. However, you can also get a lead by just having a lot of skill. But looks like Gecko had a bug happen where he found Glide at the end of Ginso Escape. And so when you get a pickup there at that event, you actually need to quit and reload your game before the pickup will actually start to take effect. So a little bit unfortunate here. Gecko has wins restored, but doesn't actually have the capability to glide unless he's going to actually go out of the game. So we'll see if he realizes this.
Yeah, we will see.
All right, Gecko also about to pick up Feather. Of course, he has not actually been to Grenade Tree.
Now, do we know if Gecko's tested Glide yet? Maybe.
Yeah, he definitely has. He
okay.
was looking like he was trying to make.
Maybe thinking something's off right now.
Yeah. All right, so he sees the experience over from the Glide pickup. Oh.
Going to Misty?
Oh, he's going to Misty before Grenade Tree. And of course, us as viewers, we know that Sunstone was indeed at Grenade Tree on the right side of the map. So this can be a little bit unfortunate for Gecko, because he's going to reach the tree in Misty and realize that it does not have Sunstone. And so what he might do is actually continue through and complete Misty in order to check the Vanilla Gumon Seal location, which is an event. And that could actually end up costing him a little bit of time.
Trying to rocket jump here, but unfortunately not getting his inputs right. Probably not jumping in time, killing the Frankie there. So just gonna take Bash Grenade up here. Oh, 1 health. Oh, Gecko, are you gonna save? Oh, you don't have Glide. Oh,
he doesn't have Glide.
It's frightening.
Oh, please save. Oh, he saves. Okay. Oh,
jeez.
Oh,
no, still. Oh, health regen, saving it.
Health regen. Man, he's going.
Oh, health regen, saving him again.
Oh, he leveled up. He's back to full health.
Jeez. All right, back at full health here. Taking a few more hits because really doesn't want that health.
Oh man. Picking up some extra utility pickups. I'm not sure what he's looking for exactly. Maybe a little bit more health for a little bit of safety in Sorrow, just in case Glide ends up not working. But the damage! Terrible damage!
Oh, it's fine. Yo, it's not fine. I lied. I'm sorry.
Oh, the pain! Oh man. Oh, it's okay. Breathe, Richard.
Hopefully, Gecko's remembering to breathe right now. Gonna have to traverse this section, unfortunately not remembering to reload to get Glide. Now, this is pretty possible because it looks like Gecko does have a fair amount of extra jumps.
Yeah, I'm actually getting word from the truck, Richard. This is actually kind of spooky. Gecko only has 4 Keystone. And of course, for easy access to Charge Jump Tree, you need 4 Keystones. So if he actually makes the routing decision to go through Misty in order to check Gumon Seal, he's gonna run into some trouble.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We'll see what Gecko does here.
Oh no, he's going through!
Oh,
maybe he knows about the key dude though at that door. Oh, he's checking the plant. What does the plant have? Experience, okay. Oh man, that's what he's looking for. He just answered my own question. He's looking for some extra Keystones. Oh, man. Oh, the frog is done. That's okay.
Yeah, that's
he has
fine.
charge jump.
Oh, okay. All right, taking a charge jump on the left side there. Doesn't have Feather. This makes it a little bit more difficult. Okay. Making it through. Getting the 30 XP.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, here we go. Gecko continuing through Misty. Misty!
Now, there's some more spike sections here at the end of Misty, so...
Plenty of places.
It's not over yet. There's
a
couple spots where you're gonna have to kind of be careful without having glide, like right here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
All right. Okay, we're good.
It's pretty interesting in an all skills speed run because of course we're not allowed to go.
Oh, Gecko! You didn't bash up.
Gecko! Oh, the death. Oh man.
So close, Gecko. You got it this time, Gecko.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's charge dashing with a purpose.
No, taking some damage early here.
Man, Misty without glide is dramatic, Richard.
Yeah, it is quite frightening.
Oh, he's back to
Okay, bash off this time. Okay, just fall straight down and you're good.
Alright, he saved the game.
Nice save, okay.
Wow, saving the day.
Right, we can all breathe again.
Yep. Only momentarily.
Okay, alright.
Alright, an energy cell. Alright, let's see what this keystone is. It is going to be experience. Ooh. Getting a little bit more health here. Oh, missing the rocket jump there, but he's going to just be able to bash off. Having triple jump, once again, just double jump is just such a nice utility skill. It just makes a lot of these areas. We see Gecko picked up glide, but he doesn't have access to the skill right now because unfortunately he picked it up in the Ginso escape right at the end there at the event. So when he gets teleported out to Swamp because of that, he actually had to quit and reload this game, which he hasn't done yet. And so he doesn't have access to glide. Oh, a little bit of cutscene there. Excellent. All right, we are...
Gecko knows the backup. Unfortunately, couldn't get up to the backup. You can just charge jump up to this, and there's a little area that you can charge jump again from.
Blood plunge. Oh. All right.
Oh, okay. Going. Oh, gets another keystone. That is.
All right, good. So this is actually really good because the key dupe at Sorrow is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is
save before the mini boss. No save before the mini boss.
Oh, he's a man with a purpose and only 3 health to prove it.
Oh.
Is he gonna
gets one of them?
One more.
Okay.
Oh, and he gets him. GG, tasteless. All right, there it is. He's locked and loaded, loading those keystones into that door. He now has less than 4 keystones and is going to have to dupe or search for some more keystones. But unfortunately, Gecko is going to be mystified when he sees that this here event at the end of Misty is not going to have Sunstone. So hopefully after this, he's going to go and check that grenade tree.
Yeah, fortunately for Gecko, though, has the Gumon seal. Now, would that ever prompt Gecko to go to Forlorn?
Oh, yeah. It's also interesting. If he has the SRL race channel up, he will actually have seen that.
No, the race channel does not exist because Chicken was having trouble with getting into the SRL race.
Oh.
I believe.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, so he may not actually know that Chicken is finished yet. Oh, man. Oh, this is awesome. All right, so here we go. There's a really cool save thing that you can actually do here where you save and rekindle a save twice in order to be able to get access into this cutscene to pick up that Gumon seal, pick up a little bit earlier than intended by the game. But it looks like Gecko's going to watch the cutscene, get a little bit of extra viewer action, and it's experience.
Checking the map, wondering what to do next.
Yeah, let's see if he actually recognizes that he has not done grenade tree yet. All right, where's he going to teleport?
All right, getting into BRP. This is good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. All right. Woo! Yeah. All right, Gecko definitely going down to grenade tree. He's going to find Sunstone and not have to check the vanilla Sunstone location.
And he's going to have to reload, too, because he's going to do the cutscene skip, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, I do hope so, which is going to get him access to glide.
Yes, this opens up glide for Gecko. Oh,
no. Oh, he's going to check some extra backup.
All right, it's fine. Gecko's going to go over to the pickup. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I actually like this decision from Gecko. He's on under 4 keystones, knows he needs 4 keystones in order to get to that charge jump tree. Very wise decision to check some really close by and not very time costly hiccups there. Finding a health cell is going to be a nice little cushion, especially if he doesn't realize he has glide available after he does
nice bash over the cutscene trigger there.
Yeah, boom, gonna reopen that save there, and now he has access to glide. And boom, there's
Gecko unknowingly having access to glide now.
Yeah. Check it out. Yep, the circles of excitement. He's got it.
Now going to be heading back to the Valley Teleporter.
Yeah. Yeah, here he goes.
Finishing up this game.
Yeah, getting word from the truck. Hopefully he uses it out of habit like it's nice. Yeah, exactly. So one really funny thing about the randomizer is you'll just actually end up finding yourself going through motions of what you've drilled in your head while speedrunning something like All Skills or All Cells. So let's see. He's going to rocket jump up to the top. Oh, no, it's dead.
Oh, going to die? Oh, yo, the rocket jump from the bottom. Unfortunately, that doesn't get you all the way up.
Yeah, it's not going to quite send him to outer space there.
Is he going to try again? Or is he just going to bash grenade up this sidewall?
Oh no, he doesn't realize he has glide now.
All right.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
The glide.
There's the glide.
Ah! Woo. Oh, that must be like a sigh of relief. Now Gecko not only has an easy access into Sorrow itself, but also getting to Charge Jump Tree is going to be infinitely easier. Checking some extra pickups. Finds a keystone. This is going to reduce the amount of times he has to key dupe, unless that was indeed a 4th keystone. I can't quite tell.
It's only going to have to dupe once to get the 2 additional keys.
Duping once.
It's like prepping the save here, so definitely going to be duping.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Richard. Getting word from the truck that he only has 2 keystones. So yeah, really nice save there. It's going to allow him to dupe up, taking some damage intentionally.
Yep.
Yep, there's the 2 keys, and boom, successful dupe. Gecko is in go mode. Gonna pick up that last skill tree and head to Map Horu for the final escape. All things considered, Richard, given a little bit of hindsight to this, I'm actually pretty impressed by Gecko. Because
Gecko's doing very, very well.
Yeah, running out of keystones at the top of Ginso, where we saw 2 really powerful skills at their disposal, and then also getting cut out of Stomp Tree over in the swamp area because he once again did not have keystones. Did a really great job backtracking, keeping his cool, finding that keystone, duping a bunch of times over in the Ginso tree, and then duping one more time at the top of Sorrow in order to complete it out. Really, really nice composure here from Gecko.
Yeah, I'm going to be closing out this this match here. Going to be going into Horu. We'll see how experienced Gecko is with grenade jumps.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does indeed go for the grenade jump at the very end.
There are a few swag ones that you can do right here.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
come through that way. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because of the Kuro cutscene.
Yeah. Fun fact, if you have Stomp, and you go through that bottom area, and you haven't triggered the Kuro cutscene yet, you will in fact trigger it. But nice play by Gecko, realizing to go up instead of down.
Yeah. The only way is up. Here we go. All right, is he gonna do it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
All right, bashing the Baneling.
Oh, is that a rocket?
Baneling's got centrifugal hooks. All right, rocket jumping up. All right, swag enough for me.
Yeah, I'm down. Excellent.
Okay, so we saw Chicken Supreme here with a first try door warp. Oh, don't. Okay. You saw Gecko menuing there. You want to wait for the game to save before you reload. That's a harsh lesson that I'm sure many runners have had. Oh, first try door warp from Gecko. Really nicely done.
Wow, that is insane. I think it took me like 7 or 8 tries or something in my race.
Yeah, it took you 7 tries.
Oh man, really impressive stuff coming out of Gecko and Chicken. Yeah, the truck's confirming. Thank you guys.
Average is down to 2.5 from over 3 now from the beginning of this race for door warp. It's kind of the one statistic that we can track from race to race in this crazy world of randomizer.
Oh, and the keystone for Gecko at the warp return location. Oh man, good stuff. Yeah, smart decision here from Gecko in order to wait out that pyro fire.
Yeah, it's very difficult to go around the lip there.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks like Gecko, normally probably having Charge Flame there, doesn't have it. So had to do a little bit of improvisation to make it through that there.
Yeah, 2 damage boosts there to get through the flames. Not quite out of the forest yet, Richard. Let's see if he's going to do fish strats here.
Probably just going to be safe. Okay.
All right, here we go. There's a
good jump. Good jump.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that was so close. To the curve. All right.
Oh, just maybe not familiar with grenade jump. Gonna make it through to the end here.
Yeah, GG from Gecko is gonna finish just under 112. Really nicely done there. Nice performance. Finding that dash pickup early got him a little bit of an early lead over Chicken, but of course with the keystone disadvantage there during Gecko and just not finding that one keystone he needed later on got him sending back and having to scour around for some extra pickups. But really well played from Chicken Supreme. Going to be moving on to the round of 16 in order to face off against Hydra.
Yeah, and so facing off against Hydra, no small feat. And Chicken, maybe not feeling too confident in that matchup, but with the routing experience that Chicken has, it is possible. It is randomizer. Anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like one of the beautiful things about randomizers in general is that just as you can sort of be equally let down in these situations and get like starved on a certain resource, you can just get a plethora of things. Like this seed was pretty awesome where they got so many powerful abilities right at the beginning that allowed them to open up the seed and just have a lot of fun just traversing around, because this game is pretty fun to play, Richard. And using the skills is one of the reasons for that.
And let's just keep note, this is not the end for Gecko in Randomizer, as both of these 2 players are teammates in the doubles tournament, going to be playing against Hitachi Hex and Uncle Ronnie next week at some point.
Wow, that is definitely a match to look forward to. I'm pretty excited for that. Doubles is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, doubles is definitely in a different beast from this, and it does offer a lot of, more opportunities for opening up strategies, going into different spots than what your teammate is doing. And go ahead. Yeah,
that's a really interesting point, Richard, because in doubles, as we see, the goal is to get the lowest average time, so it's a little bit different from singles where you're just running for yourself, but you're also trying to help your teammate, giving them that vital information and staying away from that less important information. But hey, Richard, it looks like we are going to be conducting a winner's interview with Chicken. So Chicken, hello and welcome. How are you doing? Congratulations on your victory here.
Thanks, Covert. I'm doing great. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic. So in this match, this was a pretty nice seed. Like, how'd you feel about that early charge jump and dash pickups there near the beginning?
Oh man, I really liked the charge jump because I totally forgot. I don't know how obvious it was, but I totally forgot about bashing off grenades. So I kept going, and then I was like, as soon as I threw a grenade and realized it, I went back and got the charge jump, I think. I actually don't remember where I picked up dash, but I felt like the early game in particular, the very early game was super slow. It was just picking up keystones for a while, and then it started to get interesting.
Yeah, so an interesting thing about that match actually was Gecko got dash quite a few minutes earlier than you. It was the XP orb below charge flame, and was able to get that early and was kind of making it through pretty quickly until Gecko reached Ginso Tree and actually didn't have enough keys. So that's when you started taking your lead. Did you feel at any point that you were kind of behind at all?
I felt like...
or at least playing slower than you normally would in a randomizer?
No, actually, I felt pretty good. That was one of, I think that's actually a PB for me in randos. I don't think I've gotten sub-hour before.
Nice, congrats.
So, I felt like I was doing pretty well. The early game seemed a bit slow, but I couldn't tell if, I didn't feel like I played too badly. A bit slow, but I was pretty happy with most of the decisions I made.
Yeah, nicely done. And so we talked a little bit during our commentary about the Ori remix. So did that and the routing for that kind of help you with your mindset going into all these randomizers?
I don't think so. The Ori remix thing was just it was a while ago, and I've done so many randos since, which are so much more interesting with all the pickups being randomized. But
not having to reload.
That's right. Although I did have to reload that time. I picked up Glide from the escape.
Yep, that's actually another point that Gecko forgot to reload, so did not have Glide until getting to the Racist Dad cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Chicken Supreme, you gotta answer this one question for me. I've been dying to find out. Out of all of the escapes and the dungeons, which one is your favorite?
I think Ginso for sure. Ginso Escape is my favorite. I know you want Forlorn, but I love Ginso.
That's fair. That's fair. The music in the Ginso Escape is some of my favorite music for the entire game, so I respect. Good stuff. So, Chicken, also, coming up next, you have a seeded match going up against VG Bramble. How are you feeling about this? Are you ready to bring the fire?
If I can have a run as good as I felt like I just had there, I'd be pretty happy with that. And if I make a couple of lucky decisions, I think that I could carry it against him, but I think it's going to be an uphill battle for sure.
Then you also have your 2v2 match coming up against Hitachi and Ronnie. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling about the same. Yeah, I haven't actually been doing a huge amount of practicing for it, but getting a few now and then, so we'll see what happens. But I don't know, I think that one could be a pretty close to even matchup.
Cool, that's so awesome. Good. Yeah. Well, Chicken.
Anything else you want to say, Chicken?
Yeah, any closing statements before we close out?
Just one. Man, my heart was racing at the end of that because I've actually never gotten a first try grenade jump at the end before. Like, I was almost expecting this offline.
First try door warp into first try grenade jump. Congrats.
Yo, that is so awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chicken. Anyways, guys, this is about does it for us tonight. If you enjoyed this match and the commentary that went on, definitely stay tuned because this tournament is just kicking off. Tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern, is going to be Terra versus Salandriel, which will be a very exciting match. And then following that up at the same time as tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern is going to be Raziel versus Mr. Random Sun. But guys, this is going to do it for me. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Good night, Richard.
Have a good one.